Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews. And my goal is to save you time and money by giving you the scoop on filmmaking quality and content so that you can decide whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a particular film. Now, normally I have a virtual assistant who does all the editing and my reviews look fun and exciting and you can see images of the film itself. However, my virtual assistant is back and hard at work on other projects. And so I'm doing a live, which I have found to be actually pretty doggone fun because I love seeing your live comments. I love seeing how many of you are there. I'm looking to see if you're all there. Anyway, I'm also really busy writing and finishing up a book that I'm working on, which hit stores in April of 2025. And so I haven't had time to edit anything either. So anyway, hopefully you'll stick around. So what I'm going to do is give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I like, things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about if you watch this with other people, and you should watch this with other people. I'll share funny lines, interesting lines, and then we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also really like. So with all of that, the movie I'm reviewing today is called Better Man. This creative biopic releases in the United States on January 17th, 2025. However, Europe has already seen its debut. The film is rated R. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes long. And my overall movie review mom grade is an A-. I actually really got a kick out of this. However, it is a bit self-serving, and I'll share the list of things that I didn't like about it here in just a minute. So before we dive into all of that, let me tell you about today's featured product, which is the soundtrack to the film. So if you love this movie, you're probably going to want to buy the Better Man soundtrack. So click on the description link below and it'll take you straight to Amazon, where it is currently listed as for sale, and you'll get free shipping. Yay! So let's start off with the movie. So in a nutshell, the music-filled biopic is about British pop star Robbie Williams, focusing on his childhood and struggles with fame and vice. That sounds like every musician's biopic, doesn't it? So how is this biopic different from all of the other ones out there? Well, replace the star with a monkey, of course. So seriously, that's what this film does. The movie, and it does it very cleverly, I might add. The movie was directed by Michael Gracey, who also wrote the screenplay with Simon Gleeson and Oliver Cole. Already, the movie has been nominated for 35 awards, including Outstanding Achievement for Character Animation. It's very good. Best Original Song. There are quite a few really nice songs in this. And Best Motion Capture Performance, which is excellent. So kudos to the team. Quick tips for parents. This movie is really not appropriate for kids. It is rated R for some good reasons. First of all, we see Robbie do drugs. There is some violence. There is profanity, crude language, and about 1,000,000 F-bombs, sometimes spoken by children. I hate that. Bullying is portrayed. Some girls lift up their shirts to show their bare naked chests. And later we see 3 naked women in bed with Robbie. Most of their parts are covered, but still. We see the facial reaction and movements during an intimate moment that is inappropriate because it's in public. I mean, your kids don't need to see any of that. So quick themes. These are illustrated very well throughout the film. Music, of course, determination, dreaming big, negative self-talk, confidence, the power of therapy, mental health, feeling like you're never enough, father-son relationships, love and loss, fickle fame, forgiveness, and healing relationships. All right, so here's the long list of things I really liked about this movie. First of all, I love the unique way that this biopic of Robbie Williams is presented. I think it's genius on several levels and was extremely risky. The use of a monkey is never outright explained in the movie, although the metaphor is very clear about how celebrities are often treated like performing monkeys. That's definitely how Robbie Williams felt. And the honesty that he reveals in this film, I think, is very raw, vulnerable, and powerful. It also reveals that he never felt that he was good enough or good as evolved as others to carry that monkey metaphor even farther. Very few celebrities would be willing to bear all of this in a movie about their life. Luckily, audiences are really relating to the metaphor. Without the gimmick, this would have just been another basic, possibly boring biopic. So I liked it. British singer Robbie Williams earned his initial fame as a member of the pop group Take That, and later launched his solo career, all the while struggling with drugs and alcohol. The majority of Robbie Williams' voiceover in the movie is from recordings that the director casually made in the studio before the movie was ever even thought of as a project. So that's kind of cool. I'm American and had never really heard of Robbie Williams before. He's a huge hit in the United Kingdom over in England, but um, a bit of an unknown in the United States. I don't know why he never had the crossover success that others have had from, from England to America. But Americans will definitely know all about him now because of this film. When he spoke at a premiere in Amsterdam recently, he said, quote, "I'm showing everything in this movie except my hemorrhoids," which is actually pretty true. The visual effects are amazing, impressively detailed, and so creative. John O'Davies does an excellent job providing the body capture work as Robbie Williams. The cast includes Steve Pemberton, Damian Harriman, Kate Mulvaney, Fraser Hadfield, Alison Steadman, and Rochelle Bono. The film illustrates points in very creative ways, such as the underwater scene. The scene transitions were really clever too. We get to enjoy some good music and some really great dance scenes. The first one is at the 33-minute mark. There's a fun dance scene that was filmed on Regent Street in London, even. It took a year and a half to get permission since the British royal family owns it. And then just 2 nights before they were going to finally film the scene, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, so the shooting was canceled. Wah, wah. 5 months later, the producers raised more money and they were able to shoot the sequence. And it was well worth the wait. It's a really good number. The movie poster replaces the monkey's image with the real Robbie Williams face that was used in his 1997 debut solo film called Life Through a Lens. So that's pretty cool. I love the energy of the movie, especially because the movie is over 2 hours long. But I thought the time went fast and I enjoyed it all. I think the movie is going to give you all the feels, and the ending is very sweet and well earned. All right, now while I'm looking at the webcam, let me look over here to see if I've got anybody joining us. I think I'm still live. Yep, we got some visitors. Thanks for joining. All right, so here's the list of things that I didn't like or just thought it could have been done better or differently. For example, it's really hard to feel too bad for people who earn insane fame and fortune doing what they love and that they cause many of their own problems due to bad behavior and choices, right? Robbie Williams appears to be a classic narcissist in the film. However, it also appears that he is a recovering narcissist and trying to do better in life. And so that's really inspirational. Some viewers are calling this movie just another marketing ploy, describing it as a mix between Planet of the Apes and Rocket Man, designed to really cross over that pond and get Robbie Williams famous in America. Maybe. If so, I guess it's clever because I bought into it. The length of the movie does feel self-indulgent, yet I really do appreciate how Robbie Williams wanted to share his story and his personal growth, possibly as a cautionary tale. So whenever I watch movies, I write down the funny lines and the interesting lines simply to share them with you so you can get a taste for the script writing quality and delivery. And so a couple of these lines, actually, you can see all of the lines on my written review at moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share a couple of them with you right now. So one is spoken by Robbie Williams, and he says early on in the movie, fame is a powerful aphrodisiac. It means even ugly people can get laid. And in the movie, he definitely takes advantage of that. Thankfully, we don't have to see all of that. And then there's somebody named Nigel, who's played by Damon Harriman. And he's finally getting to know Robbie as he's starting his solo career. And he hears Robbie sing and he hears his thought process. And he says, you're not as crap as I thought, because putting together a boy band, it's just sort of a formula. And they really don't care about the individuals. And so Robbie begins to prove himself as a solo artist. Now, in terms of interesting lines, I liked this one by Betty, who's played by Allison Steadman. And she says, there's no such thing as a nobody, because Robbie spends a lot of time in the movie feeling like a nobody. And then somebody else, a person named Nicole Appleton, played by Rochelle Bono, says, you make me feel so small. And I just thought, ouch, that is such a I want to say hurtful thing, but a true thing when you make somebody feel small. And I never, ever want to make people feel that way. And then I thought this was interesting too. Now, Robbie Williams' real name was Robert. And so Robbie says to his dad, you've always been there for Robbie Williams, Dad. Why can't you just be there for Robert? Because he wasn't around during Robert's childhood. But as soon as Robert started to get fame and his name became Robbie, then the dad was all over it. He wanted to be there for that fame. And I imagine a lot of celebrities experience that. And then there's a therapy leader when Robbie goes to therapy and is trying to make his way through all of the damage that he's caused in relationships, mostly. And the therapy leader says sometimes it's a curse to get everything we want. And that's absolutely true in Robbie's case because, he gets fame and fortune and all of that. Anyway, it was nice to see character development. And I really hope that it's not just a character in a movie to make a buck or two or a few million, but actually telling the true story of Robert Williams. Now, before we go, let me share 3 recommendations for films that I instantly thought of as I was watching this film. I keep looking over at my other monitor to see if anybody's posted any comments. And by the way, if you follow my channel and subscribe, then I reply to everybody's comments whenever you post something. All right, so the first movie I thought of is a brand new one that just came out and has already been nominated for Golden Globe Awards and several others. And it is called A Complete Unknown. It is a biopic about Bob Dylan. However, not in the traditional sense. It's not about his whole life, but really about just a couple of 2-3 years, very important years of the beginning of his big career. And it's played beautifully by Timothée Chalamet, as well as others in the cast. I just did a review of that one, and I thought it was really well done. Another movie I thought of course, is Bohemian Rhapsody, which is about a British band, not a boy band, but a rock band from the 1980s called Queen. I love Queen. I love their music. Anyway, it was so well done and earned Best Actor Award for the leading man, Rami Malek. And then the third one I thought of course, is Rocket Man, another biopic about a British singer-songwriter, Elton John, also fantastic movie. Let me know what you think of this movie, if you've seen it already or if you're planning on seeing it. Comment down below, subscribe, you know the drill. When you want notifications whenever I go live or post videos or movie reviews, click on that little bell notification and you'll get a notification that I'm on. And then you can get the latest scoop on the movies that are coming out. When you get a minute, run over and visit me. I'm on all of the social media platforms as Movie Review Mom, but also as Trina Boyce, where you can learn about my new books when they're up for free on Amazon, and my online courses, my travel, my other shenanigans. Anyway, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.